We continue where we left with helmet design, and today we are going to model this section here. We call it the boss, and let me hide the blueprints. We're going to model this section here as per the blueprint here. You can see just this surface, and to be honest, there are so many ways you can model this. There are many methods, many techniques. Yeah, and for me, I'll just use one of many techniques, but I will mention some of the. I'll just mention some of the ways you can use, or some of the techniques you can use to do this. Therefore, I'm going as usual to suppress this. That is where we left last time, and now the today focus is this section here. Without this ones will come later. Therefore, we need a sketch on right plane. Yeah, I deleted the other half. I just did the mirror for illustration for you to see the zebra stripes. Therefore, you go to the right plane and just pull it here so you can see. Okay, sketch right plane. You need to try to trace this using some lines. Therefore, select a line like that and like that. Use this dimension from here to here. Use 32. This to this be 60. Here from this point to this point here 132, and we need a fillet. Shift F is the shortcut for the sketch fillet. Shift F of 30. Okay, one of the techniques I'm going to use is I'm going now to offset this sketch to create this. Others you can I'll give you a hint on how you can use other techniques to create that section. Okay, and in fact, let me just show you one of the ways before I proceed here. Now we know that one is a deboss. Deboss means that we have a surface here like this, then this surface goes in. We want to make sure the surface go inward a little bit. Therefore, we can use this sketch here, the one I have created there. I can use that sketch to project or to split these two faces using split. If you select split and select these two faces, entities to split with, you select these sketch lines, these sketch entities, and say okay. You don't see anything. For you to see now the lines or the split, you have to go back here and tangent edges, make them visible. You can see you can split like that. Then from there you can now take these two, offset them backward. You can go here, offset surface, then you can shift the arrow to offset inwards, can maybe offset by 2. You can see you have an offset surface there. Then you can delete this face. You can delete those face like that. Then you can create a bridging curve here. If you go here, you can use bridging curve, the relief its plane to connect this point to this point, these 2 points as well. Then you can as well use connect these 2 points. Then you can loft or you can boundary blend and fill this area here. Then you can boolean connect these surfaces, then add a fillet. That is one of the ways you can go about it. Okay, another way, let me just delete all this. or just suppress them. Another way is take your sketch, extrude it. This a surface, extrude your surface using your sketch like that. Extrude until you intersect the full model like that. Sometimes this one is a tip. If your surface does not fully intersect the model, you can always use move boundary. You can move the boundary here to elongate the surface by selecting this edge and this edge. You can use those two and select move boundary here. Move boundary and maybe by 5 or 25, that's fine. Now we have fully intersected our surface like that here on the bottom side. Next, you can do this. You cannot take all this complete surface and offset it inwards. Offset that surface inward like that to create another blue surface. Then we can now use what we call this mutual trim. Mutual trim takes two surfaces and gives you the one of the surface gives you a surface that is trimmed. For example, let me just sketch something here for you to understand. We might have a surface here, surface 1, and another surface that cuts this through, surface 2. Mutual trim, you select first surface, second surface, therefore you might get this side like this, or you can get here, you can get 4 types of surfaces. Just combines those surfaces. Therefore, for example, let me just hide this one here. Let me just hide this for you to understand. Here, I want this section. This is what I need. Here, I need this. This is what I want. I don't want this. Okay? Then for the blue, I need this. For this one here, I don't need this side. This side I don't need it. I need the other side. You see? You have to select two sides. Therefore, select mutual trim, this and this. Now you ask yourself, this one I don't need this. I need opposite. You see? This one here, I don't need up. I need downside. Therefore, this one here, flip. That is what I need. Exactly as what I said. Now those two surfaces combine. Now go back here. You can see. Remember how we used this first method here. We have achieved that by just using a mutual trim. Then come this side here. This side, I don't need whatever is protruding here, and I don't need this. Let me just say I don't need here, and this one here I don't need it. Okay, go back to the mutual trim. Select this one here. Second surface, select this. I don't need that one, that's fine, and I don't need bottom side. Okay, creates a surface for me. Now I don't need to create what I said, loft or the border here. You can see I have it here already for me. Okay, and let me just show you a quick tip on how you can now remember we said move boundary. Even if you don't move boundary, you might realize a surface will be left here. Let me suppress this move boundary for you to see what I mean. You see this one here. Why? Because this surface and this surface, they are not coplanar. Coplanar, they don't lie on the same plane. Therefore, uh, yeah, apology, that statement is not correct. This edge and this edge lie on the same plane. What happened is, can see, they're on the same. Yeah, they are not. I was correct. I think I zoomed in a lot. Yeah, can see this edge here and this edge. They are not on the same plane. if you draw the plane here, yeah, if you draw the plane here, there's a small gap here. Can you see this gap? That gap is what is causing this here. And how can you trim this bottom side? This one is a quick tip. You can do this. You can use what you call the fit spline. From this point to this point, create that connect those two edges there, vertices, that is. Then we're going to cut this surface using this curve. But in Onshape, you cannot trim a surface using a curve. Let's try and see. If you select the split, this face, you cannot use this curve. Yeah, you cannot use it. Yeah, I was, again, I'm wrong. You can use it here. You can see I was able to select it. Therefore, next, select what? Direction here. Direction to which I want to be number 2. Want to be number 2. This one here. Yeah. Therefore, you say okay. Now I can now select this one here and delete. Yeah. Yeah, you can put a 3D fit spline there. I've never used a 3D fit spline to split a surface. That's the first time. Yeah, you put it there and split it. Yeah, the interesting thing about Onshape gets better every day, gets new updates. Something you couldn't do 1 year ago, then you realize you can do it. Onshape is getting stronger every day. Yeah, that's another way you can do it. You can see, yeah. But now, any method has its own advantages and disadvantages. Therefore, the more you practice with many models, the more you come to realize a certain technique is better in a certain model, but not better in a certain model. Yeah, that's another way you can go about it. Again, let me just press it. Also, you can use all these ones here. You can use all these. You can use isoparametric. I show you in another video how to use isoparametric curve. Yeah. Also, I like using offset curve as well. Okay, let's now continue. I just wanted you to see, yeah, several ways you can go about it. I'll go back to my sketch here. I'm going to offset this sketch by 10. Offset by 10. Should have selected different ones. Yeah, like that. Then let's do 5. Delete this one here. Where's my 5? Here's my 5. Make it 10. Like that. Now you can see we are tracing this as it is. The reason why I'm using this method is I want this technique I'm using right now is I want to have full control of my model. Okay. Uh, Other techniques you might have limited control. Then I can define my sketches. I can dimension them. I can have some full control that has a price. The price is a lot of time, more energy. You have to use more energy to do that. Everything has advantages and disadvantages. Okay, let me show the sketch. Let me now hide this. I'm going to use the first sketch to split these two surfaces. I showed you saw how to do that. I showed you how to do it. Yeah, like that. Then I want to take this surface, offset it, offset by 2 mm backwards. Okay, let me edit, reverse, reverse direction. Then this one here, I can now delete that face, delete. You see now I'm using more steps, but I have a lot of control. Then I can take this one here, this surface as well, split it again, this face, using the bottom sketch. Then my sketch, hide it, because I want to delete that face, delete face, like that. That's what I want, because now I have more control. You can see now, that is what I want, because I'm using a blueprint as my guidance. Then next is, will be this the last step, last 3 steps. One, I'm going to put a curve here, another curve here, then use a boundary blend. Then lastly, boolean. That will be done. Yeah, quick. Designing designing is so good. Yeah, yeah. Here, start direction. Remember, when you're using the radius plane, you select vertices, and then you say the first vertex you select here, you use this at the edge to give it the starting direction. This one here, this becomes my other. Be careful, zoom in. You see, sometimes it might twist. Yeah, sometimes ensure these arrows face each other. When you see them facing same direction, you might see a twist. You can see a twist here. Yeah, ensure these arrows face same direction like that, so that you can create a very difficult spread that goes like this. You're connecting. It's like you're forming a bridge. Yeah. Why am I doing this? Because I don't want to use a fillet. I want to control this using this. You can add more here. You can put another one here. You can create a surface there. But for me, I'm going to use just 2 of them. At least you understand now how to why am I doing this? It's because I want to control. Assuming when you put a fillet here, the shape of that fillet, you have less control of the shape. But when you start defining the shape you need, you get more control. Okay, okay. Vertex start, this one here, this one here. You select it to see which is which. Now I have this one here. I have these two 3D fit splines. I can use them to boundary blend. I can use them as my U there, start to form a surface, V profiles. Tip, if you continue selecting, it will add here. If you want to add this edge to the initial selection, just select here inside, then continue selecting. Then when you are done, close it. Okay, open up, continue selecting like that. Then say done. And even I can give appearance of that face. You can say this face, I'll give it that one. Therefore, Surfacing is so enjoyable, it's so good once you understand how to approach it, once you understand what you need, the design intent, then you have to. The beauty thing about surfacing is if you know several ways of to do something, you tend to be quick about it. You tend to make a very stable model. Okay. Therefore, thank you and let's meet in our next video.